Hello, everybody, and welcome to our next group channeling with Source, with oneness, with you and me and all that is, because all that is Source. We are one. We are all unique aspects of the one. We are joined by Patreon members. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
All right. So without further ado, I'm going to go now into trance and bring forth Source. Dear ones, do you hear the song? The song of love, the song of the universe, the song of creation. Do you hear the humming? Do you hear the vibration in your ears? Do you feel it in your heart? Do you feel that frequency? Do you hear that frequency? Do you sense that frequency? That current, the pulse that connects all of creation. You are connected to all that is through frequency, through the pulse, through the strings of the universe. It creates the web of all that is. Just like the neurons in your brain, the neurons in the universe creates pulses and communications that expands all that is. And because you are part of this neural complex, this universal brain, you have the ability to communicate with all the neurons, all the expressions of you across time and space throughout all that is. Because you are that, because you are Source, because you are one. You are a neuron of the planet, the neuron of the universe. It is all connected. Many of you know this. Many of you experience such connections. And the way to enhance this connection, the way for you to tune in into this neural communication, neural complex in which you are integral part of, is found, is rediscovered through the heart. As you know, the heart is a portal. The heart is where the universal mind meets you in physical reality. It is where the bridge meets. We have discussed how you are the bridge between the non-physical and physical worlds, and it is in the heart portal where it all meets. The universal brain, the universal heart, it is all one. The neurons in your heart and the neurons in your brain is all the microcosm of the macrocosm, just like the brains in your brain, or the neurons, how they communicate with the neurons in your heart, how it sends messages to one another, how it creates a certain electromagnetic fields within your body, how it allows for the systems of your physical body to allow you to be a living, breathing vessel here in physical reality, as it breathes life into you to be the voice of the planet, the voice of the universe. As above, so below, as within, so without. You are one. There is no separation. And you are here to tune into the oneness. As one, you expand. As one, you remember who you are, that you are much more than a singularity, that you are much more than what you think as an individual expression, an individual person. Yes, you are individualized, but you are not, we would say, separate from the network. You are the network. It is all there within you. You have your unique expressions, but you are the unique expression of the one. You are a mirror of each other, or the nuance of the universe. Have all an important role to play. You have an important role to play. By you living and breathing in this physical reality, you allow for the nuance to communicate, to expand, to observe, to create new dimensions of existence. Information ebbing and flowing from you and the universal mind, to the mind of humankind, to the mind of the planet. You are the planet. There is no separation. You're also the heartbeat. The heart and the brain beat as one, communicate as one. For you to remember that truth. For you to tap in to who you truly are. For you to tap into the oneness, to the inner connection to who you truly are. The inner power, the inner strength, the intuition, all the answers that you seek. It's from that pathway inwards into your heart. We have talked of technologies to open your heart, such as the technology of gratitude that opens the heart, that connects you deeper. We have talked of being in the act of vulnerability, being in the place of openness, of heart openness, for you to receive, for you to be open. You are a channel. It ebbs and flows. Communication ebbs and flows from you, but are you listening? Love is always there. You are giving love and you are receiving love. Yet certain perspectives that you hold in your belief systems can distort that view, can distort that perspective on the love that you actually are and the love that you are receiving. You cannot tune out to love. Love is innately there. You might feel like you are not receiving love, that you are not giving love. But every smile that you make, every hello, every eye contact, which you recognize another, is love. Love is innate. Love is unconditional. That is who you are. Yes, there are ways you can enhance that connection through love in action. You, as a collective, are on the precipice of discovering just more of who you are in oneness. Discovering that you are intrinsically connected to your brothers and sisters. Yes, there are different scenarios in your societies that distorts this perspective, that allows you to explore dimensions of amnesia where you believe that you are separate from others. And this separateness allows for certain dimensions in which judgment can be made, fear can be experienced, separation from self can be experienced, separation from others. And it's here where you feel a disconnection to life itself, a disconnection from who you truly are. This is the dance of duality. You have the power as a collective to remember that duality is only an illusion, but it can only be found and rediscovered through unconditionality and through love. when you can recognize that you are one, not just with yourself and not just within spirit, but that you are one with all others around you, one with the planet, one with all that is. Certain events has occurred in terms of linear time. Recent times for you in your human linear time experience has allowed you to experience certain events that has allowed for humanity to come together, has allowed you to reflect on what's important in your life. These events has allowed the collective to expand, has allowed the collective to allow for the collective limiting beliefs to come to the surface, to reevaluate who they truly are, and to really reevaluate their values, and to allow them to surrender into acceptance, and to rediscover who they are in love. These are collective evolution moments that all collectives go through to move the collectives into oneness. The times are coming where you will know that you are not alone in the universe. Many of you already know this. There will be times in terms of linear time that's coming soon, in which you'll know that you are not alone. And this revelation for many of you, for many that are somewhat disconnected to who they are, will trigger a certain existential response for the collective. An existential response that allows people to reevaluate who they are, their beliefs, their religions, who they truly are, and how they fit into the universe. This existential search will elevate this movement, elevate the evolutionary journey for humankind, to allow them to move closer to oneness remembrance. Because you're ready for it, because the collective has chosen love, because of events of what you perceive as the past, the collective has reconciled many of their fears, reconciled many of their limiting beliefs about who they are and their power. And because of this, the collective frequency is at a point where there is we would say a portal will allow beings outside of this earth plane to be known to the collective. You have called this first contact, open contact. Of course, contact has already been made, but for much of the collective, it is unknown. This will bring humanity even closer together. Oneness. Of course, some will be in fear. Some will question their very existence, but it is a necessary step for the collective. It is one that has been planned. It is one which you came here knowing it would take place because of how advanced you truly are. And those who are aware already will be the light bearers for others, will be the way showers for others, will be the guiding light in love. And what an exciting time it is to be alive when the next stage of human evolution is here, because you have faced the fears, because you have expanded the collective dimension existence, because you as a collective have chosen love, because you have been able to face fear, process that fear, and have now existing in a higher frequency of who you are, a higher dimension of consciousness. Everything is connected. All the events of your perceived past is connected to allow for the collective to come together, to allow the frequency to be at such a point to align to the frequency of Gaia, to allow for these events to take place. Because of this heightened collective frequency, many of you have your senses heightened. Many of your intuitive abilities is heightened. And for many of you, your foundations seem to be shifting. We invite you to ground yourself if you are experiencing this. If you have been for long periods of time attached to foundations of fear, foundations of limitation, these are now falling away. If you have attached yourself and your personality and your identity to these foundations, when they shake, when they fall away, allowing you to emerge as the beautiful butterfly you already were, you might feel a slight instability because you are getting to know the real you, the true power that you are, the true love that you are. You might feel unfamiliar. Your surroundings may feel not familiar, and this is normal because you are merging into that beautiful, brilliant butterfly, limitless, anchored into your power, anchored into your purpose, anchored into love, embodying more of the love and power that you are, no longer afraid of expressing that power, no longer afraid of expressing the love that you are, the limitless, unconditional love that you are. Many of you are experiencing this shift. Some of you with some trepidation, stepping into realms of the unknown, standing on shaky foundations. We invite you to surrender to who you are, to surrender to the love that you are. And we know it might feel different to you, but feeling that difference is a sign that things are changing for your highest good. Those sense of feeling secure in your reality, those falsehoods that has allowed you to feel safe and secure was through limitation. For you to ebb and flow in the magic of the universe is to surrender, to move through your existence with total surrender in love, in trust, knowing the universe is guiding you every step of the way. The higher you is guiding you every step of the way. There is no separation. It is not some mysterious force outside of you. It is you. Do you trust you? That is the bigger question here. Can you trust the power that is you? The higher intelligence that is you. There is no separation. Understand that you are not limited. The time that when you see yourself as limited and this higher force that is out of your control, outside of you, is a dimension that is simply an illusion. You are that higher power. Are you ready to step into it? That is the question that is being asked of you and of the collective. Now is that time to take that brave step forward, to surrender, to show the world who you are, that you are love, that you are unconditional. That is who you are. Because that is how all of you are. Now is the time to be that love for others, because all others are you. Just like all the cells in the brain and the heart connect and communicate, for you to accelerate the oneness remembrance is for you to recognize that cell in another. Recognize that you are intrinsically connected to that other, for that other is you. Be an extension of you in another. Recognizing all the dynamics in your reality and all the dynamics in all your relationships, all part of your own evolution. That they all highlight certain beliefs within you, certain journeys, certain pathways for you to seek out within you. Any challenging relationship dynamic is all a sign for you to go inwards within you. And all others, any resistance that you experience in terms of another, is all a mirror to you. It's all a mirror to your own inner conflicts, to your own inner struggles, to your own limiting beliefs that you've placed on yourself and that you've placed on the world. Allow yourself to be in acceptance of this truth. That wherever you are in your journey, that wherever you are in your pathway, God realization, source realization within you, that you are perfect exactly how you are, wherever you are in your journey. That all others are completely perfect, wherever they are in their journey, because they are you. You are source. You are perfect exactly how you are. Why would you want to change who you are when you are already perfect? There is nothing you need to change, nowhere you need to go. All it is just remembering of who you are in love, in oneness. And everything else will be clarified to you through you raising your frequency, by you opening your heart, by you being God in action, by being love in action, by being a living, breathing representative of Gaia, of the planet, of the universe, of source. And you do this with your unconditionality. You are the eyes of source, of the universe. You're an expression of it. Once you can recognize these facts, once you can recognize the higher truth and the higher order of your universe, you can move through your existence more aligned to who you truly are. And that is through unconditionality, unconditional acceptance, unconditional love for yourself and for others, because you are all one. And here lies your answers. Here lies all the answers to your inner struggles and inner challenges. It's through the relationship dance with others, where they can reflect what needs to be seen. When certain situations arise in your reality and certain emotional responses become triggered, they are all clues to you on where you seek to look for your answers. But all those answers are within. If you're willing to be open, if you are willing to explore your belief systems about what you hold and how you view yourself and your reality. Can you be honest with yourself and truly accept yourself for who you are in this now moment? Or do you prefer to be somewhere else? Do you prefer to be more enlightened? Do you prefer to be more abundant? Do you prefer to be more powerful? Can you see how powerful you are in this now moment? That everything in your reality is for a reason, is for a purpose. There are no accidents. You have not done something wrong to attract the circumstances in your reality. Everything in your reality, even if certain scenarios in your reality that you perceive to be not preferred, understand that they are in your life for a reason. everything in your reality is for you. It might not be what you expect, but this is why you are here. There is somewhat of a mystery in life that allows life to be exciting, that allows you to be in a state of vitality, of wonder. It is wonder and mystery that come together to allow you to be in a state of curiosity. And this state of curiosity allows you to be in that wonderment, that allows you to be open, that allows you to be in that state of childlike innocence. And this is a vibration within itself that allows you to be in a state of excitement. But for many of you that are already highly intuitive, you might already have some clarity of what's to come or what is coming, but understand that there are so many different parallel realities happening simultaneously, many future realities all happening simultaneously, that for you to peer into one thread of that multiversal dimensional existence is just a glimpse of who you truly are, but it's not the total truth. It does not mean it is locked in. Understand that future realities always shift according to your frequency in the now moment, into the collective frequency in the now moment. You are here to have, even though you are intuitive, you are also here to have a human experience, although you're much more than human, and a part of human experience to have an aspect of mystery, an aspect of curiosity, because they are tools that allow you to be in a state of non-attachment. For if you were to know what is to come, you would be attached to that truth. And when you attach to a certain truth, you block yourself from the full force of the universe moving through you to manifest what you truly desire. Do you see? It is somewhat counterintuitive, yes. But for you to have non-attachment, to allow the universe to move you, to allow the universe to move you where you want to go, where you truly want to go, you are to have a sense of non-attachment. And that is where the curiosity and the mystery comes. So this is why you are not supposed to know everything that is supposed to happen. Yes, the universe, as you know, moves in mysterious ways, but they move in perfect ways that you chose as an extension of the universe. So this is why allow yourself to be in a state of complete acceptance for wherever you are in your journey. That even your state of remembrance and your state of your enlightenment journey is exactly where you are supposed to be in this now moment. Everything, every pathway leads you to where you are now for a reason. Can you see the circumstances in your reality and see the openings there and see the opportunities for you to express your love to others, to expand consciousness in others as extensions of you? There are always opportunities for you to be love in action, for you to be the light for others. It's about surrendering to what is in the now moment. And when you can do this, you engage in the present now portal. And when you merge that with your heart portal, by cultivating love within your heart, cultivating gratitude and acceptance, and all different variations of the frequencies of love, you allow those portals to come together to allow you to travel the multiverse, to allow you to be that bridge, because that is who you are. To be the voice of the universe, to have that clarity of who you are as the voice of the planet, the voice of the universe. That is who you are. You are an extension of it all. There is no separation. And it is with such love that we come through to remind you of who you are. Are there any questions today, dear ones?
Yeah, I have a question, personal question. I've been struggling for a long time to find my way into my heart again. And recently I've realized that I've been protecting myself from a huge disappointment and anger that I feel and I've felt for much of my life. I remember as a kid already having what I would call a memory of what a society could be like in home when it lived in harmony and wisdom, and I just couldn't believe how primitive human life seemed and human society seemed. And I couldn't understand why people didn't see this and would strive to find a way to live in more harmony. And much of my life I've been just confused by this, and I still feel quite a deep disappointment and quite a bit of anger as well. And I guess I've been trying to live a life where I can forget about this and hide it from myself and others. Yeah, so I want a refund. I don't know where this is leading, but I'd appreciate any comment. I don't feel I couldn't believe how I feel a lot of love for Earth, for life on Earth and the Earth itself, but I've been feeling quite a lot of disappointment in humanity and a lack of love for humanity in general. Although, I mean, of course, there are people that I love, but society is not my favorite thing.
Understand
Yeah,
you want.
sorry.
This sense of and feeling that you have a reduced sense of love for others is reflective of how you see yourself and how you feel about yourself. Being disappointed in humanity is exactly the same vibration as being disappointed with yourself. It is all a reflection of how you see yourself. Understand that although you might perceive this disappointment, understand that you are just seeing the distortions here. You are just seeing the physical reality expression. You're not seeing the truth of what is truly going on here. Everything is working in perfect harmony. It's just you do not see it because you have seen an outer reflection expression of what could be. But that expression is already here. It already exists in the multiverse. And yes, there has been expressions of civilization where they came to know this realization at this particular dimension of human experience. Understand that this oneness journey that you are currently experiencing is on this trajectory to experience such a reality reflected in the physical reality. But understand that vibration, that dimension is already here. And that is why you are here. Understand that having this sight, having this view of what could be, hold this in your heart, but understand that it is already here. Can you see the harmony that is already here? Instead of looking at the glass half empty, can you see the glass half full? Can you actually see the glass completely full and overflowing with love, because that is truly what's happening behind the scenes here. It's just you do not see it because you still have a perception of separation. But understand that separation is an illusion. Understand that every perception of disconnection, every perception of disharmony with others is only an illusion. Understand that people in what you perceive to be individuals having disharmony with others, and this on a greater scale, having disharmony with larger societies, and then on a larger scale again, having countries having more disharmony with other countries. Understand that is just an extension of the illusion of duality. Understand that there are many reasons for this experience, and this experience was wanted. So it's about shifting the perspective to the unwanted, to perspective to what is perceived to be wrong, to the perception of that it is right, that is meant to happen in this way, because that is how a civilization, that is how a society remembers who they are in one. This perception of conflict is actually required to allow the minds of that in the collective to face the fears, to recognize their own distortions, to allow them to address those distortions, because they need a complete, let's just say, a realization of their own fears and limitations for them to process that and to be in a state of acceptance. And that's how you move to love. You cannot move to love and oneness remembrance without facing those limiting beliefs that one holds. You cannot bypass this process, and understand that for many, it can be challenging, especially those who are sensitive to what is truly going on. But understand this is why you are powerful. You know the truth of what is really occurring here, dear one. So you can hold that truth in the heart and hold that as a hope, and hold that in truth in your heart, that is what the society is becoming reflected in the outer reality, but also truly know that this truth is already here now. Can you see the harmony? This is a task for you, dear one. Can you see the harmony that's already occurring? Can you see what is going on behind the perceived disharmony with others, with countries? Can you see that certain conflicts or perceptions of disconnection allows for certain dynamics to occur, certain catalysts to occur, to allow certain individuals to go deeper within the heart, to search for answers, to then realize the truth of who they are. Every dance of creation here in this physical plane is all for a higher purpose. And that purpose is love. There is no such thing as disharmony. All has its purpose. All has its place in allowing all the individuals in this society and the collective in this dimension experience, the space-time continuum of this now humankind, to allow you all to remember who you are in oneness. So we invite you, dear one, to let go of that disappointment in knowing that you are creating this world that you saw. You are creating this world by you being in love, by you seeing the harmony in this world, here and now. You are creating this vision. You can manifest, and as a collective, you can allow this vision to be closer to you or further away from you with your thoughts. You can attract this reality into this here now reality through your beliefs. It is through vibration. If you can see the love and the harmony in a world in which you see is disconnected, you allow those veils to become more thinned. You then allow the truth to be known. You then start to see the world and your reality through the eyes of source and the eyes of the higher you, then by doing that, you raise your frequency. And then the more of you that do this, you raise your collective frequency, and then you attract that vision, that reality that already exists into that now moment. You attract that reality to be experienced in your physical world, you see. You are the creators here. You are powerful. It is already here, because even though you may not see it or perceive it, for the majority of you in this reality, you have chosen love. And that is why you are at this grand evolutionary stage, because you have chosen love. So, dear one, allow yourself to let go of that. Allow yourself to have that hope that it is here. Allow yourself to be in love with yourself, because when you can do that, when you can cultivate gratitude for yourself, cultivate acceptance for yourself, you can extend that to others, and then you can truly see yourself in others. Because your worldviews is all created from how you see yourself and how you see your reality. Can you see the love in all? Can you truly see the interconnections between all that is? Can you even see the purpose for conflict? Can you even see the love in that conflict? It is only distorted stories of human nature that creates the narrative that conflict is unwanted. You can be in conflict and see the magic and the love in that. It is the suffering which you create. The suffering is the illusion, not the truth, not inherent in conflict and disharmony. That it is distortion that is created from beliefs of separation. You can experience who you truly are. See the love within conflict. And then within that, the very nature of conflict will shift. The very nature of experiencing separation will shift. Can you see how you are the creators in your reality? It is all through perception shifts and seeing the oneness in all. But there are no victims here. That all is one. And in your perception of true disharmony, true disconnection, it's just the unawareness of who you are as one. So we invite you to see how you are connected to others. There is less resistance to see how you are connected to the planet as the heartbeat and the voice of Gaia as an extension of her. But we would say there is some resistance for you to see yourself as one with your brothers and sisters because of their behaviors, because of their actions. But we invite you to reflect on how this makes you feel. Whenever there is a dynamic with another, or a dynamic with a society at large, and you have certain thoughts, certain emotional responses from that, if they are of a negative nature, let's just say, it is just reflecting a certain belief that you hold about yourself, not an inherent nature of society. So understand it is all about the inner journey, the internal shifts, to see yourself and to see your reality for the truth, that it is one, that it is divine, that it is love. And it's through the acts of unconditional acceptance where you can see that truth for yourself. And we understand that you've created certain attachments to how you see yourself in your identity, and attachments to how you see the world and how the world should be. And this, how the world should be, has created a certain dissonance, a certain separation, a dimensional experience of duality. So for you and the collective to unite those separated dimensions is to recognize there is no separation. It's to recognize the love in all dimensions. When you can recognize the thread, the connection in all dimensions, which is by seeing the love, which is what connects all that is. Those dimensions of separation become more malleable. And in time, those dimensions become integrated. And then it is then when you recognize that there are no, and there is no separated dimensions, that they're all happening simultaneously in the now moment, and that all is one, that is all is perfect. So seek out the thread that connects all dimensions, and that is unconditional love. But for you to have clarity of that thread is to see yourself as that newborn, is to see yourself as the thread, as love inherent. Can you see yourself as inherently love? Or do you see judgment? Or do you see yourself as something that needs to be changed, something that needs to be improved on? Can you be in this now moment and truly love and accept yourself for your expression? Can you be in loving acceptance of your beliefs, of every belief and every thought that you hold, even those beliefs in limitation? Can you be in truly acceptance of every aspect of who you are? That is how you remember you are God. That is how you remember that all others are God. That is how you remember and you manifest that oneness reality expressed in this collective, but understand it is already here. All you need to do is let go and surrender. Cultivate love within the heart. For you to remember all these higher truths is for you to open your heart, and for you and others that have difficulty in opening your heart, it is about cultivating technologies of the heart to open it. Gratitude is a very powerful technology that helps to open your heart. So what can you be grateful for? By practicing this and not just thinking of what to be grateful for, but also cultivating that feeling sense in your heart. The technology that opens and dissolves resistance in the heart. Be open, allow yourself to be vulnerable. As you practice gratitude, cultivate gratitude in the heart and practice acceptance, allow yourself to be vulnerable with yourself. Allow yourself to be vulnerable in acceptance with all your beliefs. You no longer have to be resistant to facing certain difficult beliefs that you may still hold about yourself and about your reality. You are here to face them, but to be in loving acceptance of yourself, loving acceptance of yourself that holds that belief, and having loving acceptance of the beliefs themselves. Because it is only in acceptance where you see the truth behind the beliefs, where you then can have clarity of why you hold the beliefs, and have clarity on the gifts that they hold. And it is then when they no longer have a purpose. It is then when they are no longer needed, and that is when you release completely those limiting beliefs. If they are still with you, they still hold a purpose. So what is that purpose? If you discover that purpose is for you to start a dialogue with them, to be open, to be vulnerable, to allow you to feel that dimension of you that carries those beliefs. And we know sometimes by you being reacquainted to some of these dimensions that hold these perhaps limiting beliefs and these perspectives that can be somewhat challenging. We know it can be a somewhat challenging experience, but is it is actually the resistance itself that creates the suffering. So if you can be non-resistant to it and be in acceptance of it, you'll find that the emotion itself will not be as difficult as you thought. And it is here where you can find a thread of love in all the dimensions of you. And then when you can be loving acceptance, you can open that dialogue and ask that dimension of you that holds this belief, what am I not seeing? What would you like me to know? Ask that dialogue. It might be, the answer might come to you in a sense of a knowing, or in different ways that match your belief systems. We ask you to be non-resistant to those messages, to allow you to be in acceptance, whatever comes to you. That even if the answers may be difficult to hear, we want you to know that you are perfect in every dimension. Allow yourself to be in acceptance of who you are in every moment, holding every belief, because that is how you truly move to high dimensions of consciousness in your now reality. That is how you truly open your heart. That is how you truly integrate separated aspects of you, or this is how you remember that you're one. By doing this, this is where you can have the high clarity and higher communication with the higher you. It's by you seeing there is no separation, and by seeing the perfected you in all dimensions of expression. Even though you're in fear, you are perfect in your fear. Because fear in itself is not inherently wrong. It's the stories, the narratives that you've placed onto it, the attachments that you've placed onto it. Every aspect of your experience is unconditional love. It's just a perception of what you've attached to it. The truth is love. If you want the veil to thin, then be what is behind the veil, which is unconditional love. See the love in all others. Be in unconditional acceptance with all others, especially with yourselves, and everything in your reality, because it serves a purpose for you to remember who you are. We understand that these actions can allow you to feel more vulnerable in the world, can allow you to feel more vulnerable and being perhaps afraid of your own power. But this is a journey that you've asked to take. It is a journey that you are more than capable of because of how powerful you are, because only the most advanced beings are here in this now moment, expressing life on earth. So if you are here, living and breathing, you have all the abilities and technologies within you to take that step forward, to surrender to the will of the higher you, to the will of love. It is through love, through your acceptance of what is, that allows you to remember this higher truth that you are universe, that you are the voice, the eyes, the expression of all that is. Are there any other questions today, dear ones?
Yeah, you already touched upon it, but my next question was about the alchemy that I do. it's quite exhausting sometimes, and I've come to a point that I just expect every time I go into that mode, it's just more a release of some sorts, but I've it just feels like it's a lot, just a to me that I do. It's quite exhausting, and it's not a lot of joy. But yeah, I'd like any advice on that would be good. Thank you.
Understand that these purging processes, integrating of the inner shadows, understand that these journeys only is required when you experience the shadow self in the moment. The shadow self is not presenting itself. Seek out the love. Follow the joy in your reality. And we understand that when you feel disconnected to self, there is, we would say, less sensitivity to experiencing and feeling joy in your reality. So I invite you to become more connected to who you are, because once you can seek out more connection to who you are, you inherently see more joy and you feel more joy in your outer reality, because it is then you'll see more connections in your outer reality, because everything is a microcosm of the macrocosm. So if you feel disconnected to who you are, you will also perceive some disconnection in your outer reality. If you see more and feel more connected to who you are, then you experience and feel and perceive more connection in your outer reality. So how can you, D1, become more connected to who you are? You become more connected to who you are through love, through different avenues of love. Connecting back into that inner child. We have talked of ways you can bring back that childlike play. That childlike play allows you to be in a state of curiosity. It allows you to be in that state of wonderment. It allows you to be in a state of joy. That joy heightens your frequency. And that joy allows you to raise your frequency, allowing you to connect more to who you are. Understand it is a dynamic approach. When a shadow self experiences you and you have that negative emotion, to sit with that dimension of you and to be in loving acceptance, to start a dialogue, yes, in which you experience purges, but it's also here where you integrate separate dimensions of you into oneness. It is here where you then have a sense of relief, and here where you experience joy through acceptance. It's not just love in action, but perception shifts and seeking out joy in your reality. So what can you do that can bring joy in your reality? We also invite you to be in acceptance of who you are, acceptance of your personality and your identity. Because at times you might try to shift your personality or try to shift how you are, putting on we would say, a persona to the rest of the world, wanting the world to see you in a certain way. We invite you to be honest with yourself, to all of you, Can you be in loving acceptance of who you are in all your quirks? We want you to embrace your quirks, that you have called this, have you termed this, to allow your full personality to be shown, to allow who you truly are to be shown to the world. This will allow you to cultivate more loving acceptance with who you are. Before, when you can be in more loving acceptance with who you are, there is no need to put a mask on, a version of you, expression of you into society. Because when you have a different expression of you out there, you create a separated dimension of you to be in existence, you see. It is about you integrating the authentic self, integrating the more powerful, who you truly are, the limitless you, by being authentically you in every expression, in every experience. Understanding that you are here to be authentic. And by in your authenticity, you allow to draw in more of your power. You allow yourself to express more of the love that you are. And then in turn, you allow to attract into your reality those that are vibrational match to who you truly are. You see. So it is a journey on being authentically you. But we understand it might be challenging to stand in your authenticity because of how you see yourself. Some of you are, we would say, resistant to being your authentic you because you perceive that if you are your authentic you, that others may not perceive you in a favorable light. Perhaps others may judge you. That perhaps maybe you judge parts of who you are, and by doing this, you are disowning parts of you. You are here to authentically, to love, accept all aspects of you, all aspects of your personality, all aspects of your expression. For when you try to hide parts of you, or when you perceive that parts of you is not preferred or undesired, you are actually creating a disconnection to who you are. It is here where you're disconnecting to your heart, closing off your heart to who you truly are. So it is in your journey of authenticity, of embracing, of loving all aspects of you, is when you can connect more to who you are. To be unapologetically you, knowing that you are perfect exactly how you are. And when you can do this, you'll find you'll become more connected to who you are. When you can be more connected to who you are, you innately feel more joy. You'll innately attract, through your vibration, conditions in your physical reality that allows you to more easily experience joy. But understand, joy is all around you, because joy is who you are. You are love. So seek out that childlike play. Shift the perspectives to seeing the harmony and love in all things, in all others. And practice being your authentic self by being in acceptance with your authentic self, and by being that authentic self with others in your society. Understand that all others love who you are in your authentic self. Do not be afraid of your own power. Sometimes you hide who you are in your authentic self because you're afraid of your power and how others will perceive your power. You are afraid that some people will be intimidated by your power and act differently around you, and perhaps withdraw their love from you. But understand that this is a limited state of thinking. For all others are attracted by your vibration. So the more you can be your authentic self, the more you can step into your power in your expressions, your authentic expressions of power, your authentic expressions of love. The more you attract those that are a vibrational match. You don't have to worry about what occurs outside of you. It is a journey to be and express your authentic power. There is nothing that needs to be changed. It is through accepting all aspects of you where you will naturally shift innately without having to do anything, without having to be anyone. You'll just manifest a higher dimensional view that's already there, waiting to fly. It is already there within you. All the highest expressions of you is already there within you. You just have to allow them to be released from the cocoon, dear one. And it's through surrender where you release that cocoon and allow yourself to fly. That is your destiny. You are here to fly. You are here to be powerful, to express it in all your authenticity. You are unique. And that is where your true power lies. You are not here to be the same as all others. Other people's expression of power is different to yours. For you to really anchor into your power and to your unique love expression is for you to tap into your uniqueness. So seek that authenticity. Really, truly get to know you. Practice being authentic you with all others. Let go of the judgment, dear one. Judgment is what we would say creates a dissonance to your authentic self coming forward. This resistance to expressing who you truly are. Because you see parts of you as not preferred. You see parts of your thinking and your expression as perhaps not preferred. It is preferred, for it is you. It has allowed you to be who you are today. And although some of your emotions and your experiences may be challenging, understand it serves a purpose. Suffering is your choice. You do not have to suffer. That choice is yours. It is about shifting your perspectives, by you being in loving acceptance of who you are and your conditions, where you experience true joy, true love, true freedom. This is the alchemy that all of you have power in doing. Alchemy through your emotions. True alchemy can only be utilized. The highest expressions of emotional, spiritual alchemy that you've called it is through first being a state of neutrality, which is acceptance. You cannot shift and utilize the high expressions of alchemy without first letting go of the resistance to the emotions. Neutrality is unconditional. By being in unconditionality and then using acceptance and using high frequencies of love, such as gratitude, compassion, excitement, hope, utilizing high technologies of love. This is how you create alchemy. This is how you allow that bridge to be shown to you. Opening your heart portal, connecting yourself to who you truly are and to all others. You have that power because you are here living and breathing in this physical reality. Love is there. Love is who you are. Joy is who you are. You have been conditioned throughout your human life here. And these conditions has created layers of resistance. We understand this. But you have a choice to let go of this resistance by surrendering to what is, to seeing the love in it all, to seeing the harmony in it all, to seeing the connection in it all, seeing the purpose in it all. Can you see now? It is the pathway of the one. It is the pathway of God realization, of source realization. It is through surrender and love that you remember this for yourself. Are there any other questions before I finish here today?
Thank you. No more questions.
Dear ones, you are on a collective journey, a collective dance of evolution. There is much more going on here than you perceive. Every perception of dissonance, every perception of judgment, of disconnection from others, is only an illusion. If you seek harmony within yourself, if you seek connection within yourself, if you seek connection, harmony in your outer reflected physical reality, then see the nuance, see the connections in all that is, see yourself in all others, see the connections in all conditions. Be the God's eye in your reality. That clarity of what truly is going on here becomes clearer every time you choose acceptance, every time you choose love, every time you choose joy. You have the power of alchemy. You have the power to manifest and anchor high dimensions of you into this reality. You as a collective have the power to manifest high collectives of consciousness into this now reflected physical reality. It is already there. It is just unseen in this now moment. You are birthing this right now into this reality. You are birthing this ideal society of harmony and peace and love and connection. It is already there. It's just you do not see it. The more you see that it's already there, the more it will be reflected in your physical reality. We invite you to seek beyond what you perceive in your physical reality. We invite you to see what is truly going on behind the veil, the illusion of separation, the illusion of physical reality, by seeing the interconnectedness that is already there, the interconnectedness of love is already there, seeing yourself as the mirror to all that is, to all others, because you are a reflection of all that is. And every dynamic that you have with another holds clues to your own inner evolution, holds clues to where to look, to seek for answers, to receive the answers, for all the answers are already there within you. The answers are not outside of you, for all dimensions, all existence, all higher truth is already there within you. If you listen and if you open yourself up to hear the truth, allowing yourself to be in unconditional acceptance with that truth, knowing that you are perfect in every truth, in every moment, in every expression, in every thought. To let go of the resistance is to be in acceptance of it. And when you can let go of the resistance to what is, it is then when you see the truth of who you are, that you are love. So be that light. Go step into that power, the divine power that you truly are. Be your authentic self. We know for many of you, you are afraid of your own power. And then you seek validation from others. And the belief that others withdraw their love from you then allows you to be in a state of resistance to step more fully into your power, more fully into your purpose, and more fully into love. We are here to invite you to be love despite the fear. For you, when you can step more into love, step more into your authentic self, to be more love in action, all others will respond accordingly to your vibration. You will attract those that are meant to be in your life. You'll also plant awakening seeds in others. You'll then create certain activations in others. You'll also not be assisting in empowering your own life, but also empowering all those around you by you being your authentic self, by you being love in action, unconditional love in action. But that starts with you. You cannot be truly, authentically, unconditional love in action for others if you cannot unconditionally love yourself. For all others, everything in outer reality is a reflection of your inner reality. Starts from you. Starts from you honestly looking at yourself and how you see yourself. Time is now. You are God, so love yourself accordingly. You are the universe, so love yourself accordingly. Be in acceptance of who you are, for all your quirks, for that what activates, enhances your divine power here. It's your uniqueness. To be truly all you are. And it's here where you'll find your answers. For you are love. You are interconnected to it all. And all that communication, all the nuance of the universe is all there, intrinsically connected to you. So open your heart and you will listen. And you will see who you are. And it is with such love that we come through to remind you of who you are. That you're love. That you are perfect. That you're one. And you are here to remember this for yourself. Until next time, farewell.